So Jack Doohan is going to make his proper debut. He made his debut at the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix last season, but this feels like much more of a debut for him. Not only is it because it's going to be his first, in theory, full season in Formula 1. In practice, probably almost certainly not, but in theory, he does start as Alpine's driver, second driver for the 2025 season. But yeah, this is also going to be his home race too. He's Australian, and we're going to race down in Melbourne. So I'm really looking forward to it. I don't think he's ever raced around the Albert Park street circuit either. I don't think he was a part of Formula 2 when they've been racing there, although someone could well correct me on that if I am incorrect. But yeah, Oliver Oakes is very much backing his driver. His team principal is backing his driver for a good home debut. And now Alpine, there's kind of talk about them being better this season. I feel like they could well be, to be honest with you, but mainly in the hands of Pierre Gasly. It's going to be tough for Jack Doohan in a number of different regards. Of course, he's not going to help with Franco Colapinto, very much looking over his shoulder. Well, Doohan looking over his shoulder towards Franco Colapinto, quite literally. But yeah, let's have a look at what's been said here, guys, because I feel like Doohan probably needs a bit of pepping up, a bit of G'ing up, before his debut. But I'm sure the fans will do their best as well. Full article on the F1Chronicle.com as always. Australian Jack Doohan has earned a nod from Alpine team boss Oliver Oakes for his sharp response to pre-season chatter about his Formula 1 future. The 22-year-old debuted for the Renault-owned squad in Abu Dhabi last December and now gears up for his first full season start at Melbourne on the 16th of March. However, speculation is swirling around his seat, with Franco Colapinto lurking after joining on a multi-year deal from Williams. But Oakes has praised Doohan's resolve after the Bahrain test. I was quite proud of him being punchy with you all, told reporters. I actually feel for him because I get that everybody wants the clickbait that's a discussion topic, but I think he also should be given a lot of space to just get on with it for a few rounds. I think he's done a really good job of just blocking out the noise and getting away with it. Notice how he said a few rounds there. I think that's quite key, but we already know it's an open secret at this point. Pressure is nothing new, Oakes noted. I get everybody has an opinion, everyone can be a keyboard warrior as well, but it's very simple though, isn't it? We're here to go racing. We want the best driver in the car, the best engine in the car, he said. That's why they're going for Mercedes next year and not Renault. He left the door ajar on Doohan's run. Flavio Briatore said it didn't. He were starting the season with Jack and Pierre Gasly. And then let's see how it all goes. I think we've been really honest as a team as to what we're doing. I'm pretty chilled with it. Jack just gets on with it, and he also lets the team get on with it too. Testing has shown promise. Alpine's eyeing a midfield lead. I think our target is to continue where we ended up at the end of last year. We kind of want to be clipping at the heels of those front four teams, Oliver Oakes said. Both drivers have been pretty happy with the car. I mean, yeah, Gasly did an incredible job towards the end of last year. Fantastic. Just a shame the car was just absolutely awful at the start. So it was the slowest car on the grid in Bahrain last year. By the end of the season, they got pretty comfortably mid-table. So we'll see if it continues, guys. I'd like to see it continue. I think they've done a good job since Oliver Oakes has been in charge. Is that a coincidence? Probably not. Probably not. I don't think it is. I think he's done a standout job as the former high-tech boss down in Formula 2. But the real hero is, of course, Flavio Briatore. We love Flav. What a guy Flav is. Zero sarcasm in that. But yeah, I think Jack Doohan knows. If he didn't know officially from the team, he would know anyway. You don't spend $20 million on a third driver like they have and not put him in the car. You do. And of course, let's not forget that Flavio is the driver manager of Jack Doohan. So I think he'll know. He will have signed a contract for 5 races or 6 races or whatever it is. He's raced already in one, and he'll do the first 5 rounds of this season. After that, he's going to be replaced by Colapinto. I feel like that decision was made a good amount of time ago. I really do. And it's harsh in a sense, but at the end of the day, he signed a deal. That deal will be honoured, and that's kind of it, really. The difference is it's being renewed after 5 races this season, rather than at the end of the season, like most contracts are. But being a Alpine junior, being somebody who is a rookie as well, I feel like, I mean, it sounds horrible, but for lack of a better term, beggars can't be choosers. He's been given his opportunity to go into Formula 1 as an Alpine driver, and that is more than what a lot of young drivers get. So I think he should be grateful for that, and I hope he's back on the grid full time one day, whether it's for Alpine or another team. But, you know, if knowing him like I know him, I've only met him for a few minutes or so. Nice kid, I'll be honest. But I think he'll just, you know, head down and rear end up. I think that's the best way to put it. And I think his dad, the great Mick Doohan, of course, the legend of motorcycle racing, will have probably been telling him quite a bit of advice, really, when it comes to this as well. His time will come, Jack. And if he impresses in these 5 races, his time will come again very soon. But what do you guys think? Is it harsh what's happened to Jack Doohan, or is it fair? Is it, you know, he's signed a deal, that deal will be honoured, and that's kind of it, really. It shouldn't be any different to any other job. And just because he's in the limelight of Formula 1 doesn't change that. Or do you think he's been harshly treated by Alpine and good old Flav? Let's see what you think about that in the comments below. Like, share, comment, subscribe as always, and we'll see you soon for some more Formula 1 content here on the F1Chronicle.com very soon. Have a great day, guys.